Hello, good evening. Today's topic is the costume room, roles versus the soul. And subtopic is exploring the soul as the actor who wears the costumes of professional parent, but knows when to hang them up to find rest. So, this is a question that I have carried with myself for a very long time. How can I hang up my patterns of thinking that I use at work? How can I stop thinking about work related stuff, really? This has been a question that I had really quite some years ago because I have a job that requires a lot of thinking, planning, problem solving, and it generally is associated to also a certain amount of tension. So when you do this like 8, 9, 10, 11, sometimes 12 hours a day, then it's really difficult to switch off, just to go home and, kind of suddenly have completely different thinking patterns. You go home and you're still in problem solving mood or in problem solving mode, or you are planning for the next day already, or you're thinking about how you're going to reply some emails to some people and what to do and what not, and what you forgot, what you didn't do, what you kind of left aside. Then you try to switch off, but the same thoughts come back. You look at the phone, and the phone is full of requests to solve some problems, do some tasks, do this, do that. Yeah. So you see, it's very hard to switch off for me. At some stage, you go to sleep and you start dreaming, and guess what? You have dreams about trying to solve a problem, and sometimes the dreams they come back with lots of frustrations, or you cannot solve the problem. You can't see the problem, the solution for the problem in the dream, and you are kind of inside of kind of almost a nightmare of unfulfilled responsibility. I think you get the picture. All of this is quite exhausting, and I often thought, what can I do to switch off? The idea that came to me some years ago is the following: to create a story in your mind, which I have to tell myself. It's just like totally, it's literally storytelling, but actually, there are not two people, it's only you doing the storytelling and hearing it. So, what I decided is that I have to tell this story to myself every day in the morning and in the evening. This is a silent feature, a silent practice of storytelling in which I am the storyteller, like I told, and I also am the listener of my own story. When I tell this story to myself and my mind drifts away, this happens, I come back to where I left the story, and later on I continue with it. Yeah. So I try never to lose the plot. The story that I use is a mix of role playing, affirmations, and also visualizations. So when I mean role playing is I actually use different roles which I kind of incarnate myself. So I go into that role and imagine I'm that role. Just to give you a glimpse of how this meditation story actually looks like. Typically, I start by feeling what a perfect human being is. So I kind of incarnate this perfect human being, and I try to imagine how it feels to be, perfect. So the initial kind of role that I explore is always is related to 6 affirmations, and these are the affirmations that I practice every day after waking up. So the first one is I am absolutely happy. My happiness knows boundaries and is constant. Then the second one, I love everyone. I am a being of constant, absolute love and respect for all human beings. And there is nothing else beyond that. Then the next one is I have full self-respect and want nothing from anyone or anything because I'm fully contented. And I'm also a completely pure soul. So I really don't want anything. I'm not asking for anything. There are no desires. Then the fourth one is I'm absolutely healthy. I have physical, emotional, and mental health. The fifth one is I live in total abundance and I help others also to live in this abundance. I'm here to be generous. I'm here to share whatever I have with the world. And finally, the last one is my life is one of total harmony. I live and experience harmony in relationships with myself, with nature, and with all the elements. So this is the first row, which is the perfect human being, a being who is in an absolute state of perfection, emotional and all types of perfection that you can actually imagine. Then from the perfect being, then I move to another character, and this character is the world servant. For this character, I review his qualities uh, and couple them with affirmations also. So the first affirmation that I used related to the world servant is I'm here to serve mankind. I have no desires beyond serving the world. That's my life purpose, really. Yeah. Then the second one is I accept every human being. I'm a being of total acceptance. I accept whoever is there, however they feel about me, however they behave, it's this kind of total acceptance of every race, of, you know, everyone, really, without any exceptions. This is total, so this is this kind of total feeling of inclusivity. Then the other one, another affirmation that I also use is I respect everyone. I'm a being of respect. I have constant respect for all souls in the world. And also I have another one which which is I am completely friendly. I'm a, you know, constantly friendly being. And it goes on like this, so it would take quite a long time. Actually, it takes me like 1 to 1.5 hours to finish all these sequences of affirmation. So you can imagine that I spend quite a long time, telling myself this story. So there you have it. I use this internal method of internal storytelling to take my mind away from the patterns of thinking related to my work. It is really up to now the best method I found, which can really chop off actually myself from the work thinking patterns, yeah. And it clearly helps me to slow down and also to clear my mind. For me, this method has become a huge helper. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it and see you in the next video. Bye bye.